What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Tiger Tran, coming back at you with some more Oxygen Not Included. We are continuing on. We've set up some infrastructure. We are pumping out that nitrogen gas so we can have an extra power source that is clean in the future. We're mining out our water supply so stuff starts to pool around our pump, which is muy bien. Let's double check our water here. I don't know why it says something is blocked. It does not look blocked to me. Okay. This is nice. We've got our sink online. Yeah, let's go ahead and build our bathrooms as well. We're going to deconstruct this. Going to deconstruct this. Do we want a shower? I just don't know. What's the penalty for them being dirty? It just says they need a shower. I can't see any. What's the penalty for someone being dirty? I'm assuming they would build up more bacteria or something along those lines, but I can't figure out. The question is, do I want to build two? Because the question I'm asking, or why I'm asking, is do I just build two lavatories, or do I build a shower? So it does remove germs. They're already removing germs with this sink. I just don't know. Let's just build one of each. It's not going to hurt anything. All right, so we got a toilet or lavatory, and we've got a shower. Bam. And we are providing it with water. And then this all gets pumped out as polluted water. Awesome. Yeah, because I'd love to not have to use these outhouses as much. Because he's already emptying it. And it produces polluted oxygen, which isn't a huge deal because we do have this deodorizer over here. And we have this one set to all of our polluted soil, which, wait, okay, there we go. Because this should be a high priority to get the polluted stuff out of here. Yeah, 8. Just so we don't have polluted oxygen all over the place. Oh, we got some research that we can do here. Ooh, improved piping. This will be good once we... So we're going to go here. Thermoregulator, space heaters. Yeah. Nope, this is where we're going for now. That will help us when we do find the ice biome to be able to pump resources. That'll help us be able to pump like cold water. Just to keep, we'll probably do something with gases as well. Alright, so then from a food perspective, you can never have too much food in my opinion. Well, I guess you can if all your refrigerators are exploding and it's spoiling. But I like to set up... Ooh, I hope I was making these with clay. I was not. So let's cancel these for now. Because dirt is a limited resource. Clay you don't really use, but dirt you will use to make... Like, if you have emergency food issues, you can use it to... Oh, look at that. We don't have that much clay. Oh, never mind then. Bam. And so we will... I'm going to cancel this here, and then I'm going to... Just so once again we have airflow possibilities, we are going to then add in some airflow under here. And so this will allow carbon and oxygen to move kind of in a circular fashion. Great, because this is pumping oxygen up into this area. Yeah, we're looking golden. Fantastic. So this just needs more power. So thankfully, Gossman is pumping these guys up. Wow, it looks like these really do use a lot of power. All right, so now we're going to start building or digging out where we're going to put our hydrogen generators, which to me will probably be up here. We're going to put... Oh, wait, no. So we'll have a pump here, and then our hydrogen generators could go here. So this will be how it kind of forces up. Just try to create a roof-like gradient if you see this. Cascading, so stuff will start to pool upwards. Bam. Very good. Because then we can create these electrolyzers spaced out enough to where they won't have pressure issues. But man, what we really need is power. Thankfully, this will provide something back in the electrical grid. There's a part of me that just wants to even just build this right now. Then we need a pump, ventilation, gas pump. All right, and then we'll need a filtering mechanism. I'm going to put it right here because we are going to pump. We need to have gas go in here. This needs to go down over to here. And then this is oxygen. So we need you. No. Yes. This will be any gas that's not hydrogen, which will be oxygen. So we're going to go this way. Ooh, did that weird thing again. Nope. So what I'm doing here is I am taking the oxygen and I want it to go low. And to be honest, since the skimmer is constantly going to be skimming CO2, could go here. Gas vent. Bam. Because what this will do is it'll create, I mean, all the carbons is getting scrubbed pretty dang quick. And so this will force oxygen into those pockets where carbon is basically getting smushed out. And this is low, so oxygen innately will kind of want to go up higher. So this should hopefully fill in all those areas where there is none. And once again, lots of airflow coming in line here. This one probably doesn't need it. Look at this. We're storing up lots of hydrogen. This is fantastic. We will need airflow here. And we also need airflow here. Thinking where we're going to put, I really only need one hydrogen generator. These things eat up hydrogen so quickly. But what we can do is take the wiring from here. And plug it in. I wonder if this will just power the generator. I don't know if energy needs to go directly into generators, or as long as it's in a system, will it just power the generator with everything that's left over? I'm not 100% sure about that. So for that reason, I will cautiously use some extra copper to ensure that my civilization doesn't waste a bunch of copper by potentially destroying its wires over and over and over and over again. Cool. All right, and that means we carved out a lot of extra space as well. Wow, we already have our next person. Let's go. All right, once again, we need diggers. Gosh, this guy's weak, but he's got germ resistance, which is great. So she's a good digger. I don't like the fact that she eats too much. I don't like the, well, this doesn't really matter. Moves quickly underwater. Unnecessary. Dang. All right. We're going with this guy, even though so I don't like the fact that he's weak, but I like the fact that he has high immunity and he's good at digging. Because right now our jobs predominantly consist of digging. We will need to dig over here as well. Just to create, so there's no high pockets. You see how the hydrogen is getting trapped along this way? So what we'll do is we'll extend this ladder up so they can start to dig here. Probably need to, and I'm going to expand this over as well, just so we really can start to create some upward space for everything. Cool. Yeah, this should do it. We're probably going to need this here as well, just so they can have enough room to come in here and build. We're going to bop up the priority here, because I would like to get this self-sustaining kind of power generation online as fast as possible. And what we'll do is we'll probably even create one more here. What I'm doing is I'm creating some space here, because what I find is one of the big issues you'll run into is these things will meet max pressure really quickly. It just means that they are pumping out so much oxygen so quickly that they'll stop themselves from being able to work. So I just find if you create a big bubble around them, it'll mitigate some of those issues. All right, so what we need is water that goes here as well. And then we also need to attach it to the power grid. Booyah. And then this also needs power. Beautiful. And hopefully we've produced enough hydrogen that this will power this generator and give us enough. Yes. To consistently kind of just start to power this system a little bit more effectively than just one guy running on a manual generator. Because as you see now, right, this thing's pumping out a bunch of energy. We got a lot of hydrogen. Thankfully, this hydrogen here is going to start funneling as soon as we start clearing out some of this area, which will be great. They can't reach over here, so we're going to do this. And we need to wall this area off here. I don't want the polluted oxygen to be able to escape. And then we're going to create this as a higher priority. Oh, yay. Okay, so now copy settings for food production. Insufficient lice meal. Okay. What's nice is if you can create enough lice meal without even having to then make it into loaf, which I'm gonna disable this building for now. You can sustain yourself from a food perspective without even needing to use water. And you could have unlimited food if this is just large enough. Bunch of carbon over here. So we got natural grass down here. Okay. I may go bold and even attempt to get even more food online. I put food towards the bottom of the base because as heat, as heat rises, it'll tend to be hotter up here. And what ends up happening is if this is a problem if it gets too hot around here. We're already at 76 degrees, unfortunately, and the top is 86. So we still have a long time before they will be unviable from a heat perspective. But I hope by then I could have sleet wheat online, which is Arctic grain, because that produces a higher quality food. But what I would love to do is have enough food production that is coming purely from lice to where I would not even need to waste water in creating loaf. I believe that it is possible. I was pretty close in some of them. I'm tacking on population pretty dang quickly. All right, what do we need here? We're going to go into researching, because hand sanitizers is a good way. I wonder if this actually is, because you don't use water. I wonder how good that is. Because you're using bleach stone, which is pretty abundant, and it just has no other use than that. So there's no reason to get plastics, because we don't have plastics, so there's no reason to make plastic ladders and things along those lines. Brute force refinement, that gets you sand. So yeah, we're going to go this way. I wonder how far these things can go down. The pumps. So like if I mine this out, do you think it... I doubt it'll expand all the way down. It seems like this is about the max distance. Once we build up enough polluted water, do I find it viable and necessary that we need to start bringing it into pure water, I'll do that. But it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. We still have this pool here. So inevitably what I could do is just dig out an area here and then set up this pump down here and then have all this flood into this and then just have an enormous water reservoir for the future. Because once we find a geyser, it's not impossible. And then once we also start just producing or taking all of our polluted water and creating clean water out of it, it's not, it's a possibility that we could actually fill up that much water. In my playthrough in the version before this, I would take a lot of times to cool down my base, I would take ice and snow and I would put it in the water. And then when all that stuff would expand, your water levels would just go up by a huge amount. And I got to the point to where I was filling up my reservoir pretty close to maximum. So that's why I'm being a little bit more conservative with this one. Oh no, these guys are totally going to trap themselves. But this is actually good because we can get some more wheat. And there's actually a lot of good usable resources. Oh no. Let's cancel anything that will touch slime. No seeds available. Look at this. I love it. Get some seeds, boys. I believe. 33% chance. Nope. Edibles. I was hoping that I could look at the lice Because I don't think the food quality, I think it is -2, but they don't get too mad about -2 food. So now we have a lot of infrastructure for the future, which is really good. I think that one little bug must have died. I wonder if he has to dig at nighttime into the ground, and since there's no ground for him to dig into, he just dies. Because where is... But yeah, but what would this person do? Oh, he's like trapped in this door. Let's open so he can maybe potentially eat. I'm interested if this will break the room. Nope, it doesn't. Good. Alright, keep eating, bro. I need you eating cruddy dirts and things so that way we can have more coal. Look at this! The system's working. We got tons of oxygen. This is being pumped down. Oxygen is filtering out through the sides. We got more than enough oxygen. Infrastructure is looking good. We got hydrogen gas naturally moving up and towards this corner. We're mining out a little bit more area. We might even do this just to create even more upward motion. It's looking beautiful. Let's go. This still needs to definitely be mined out. Alright, we're going to do this. And I think we will be looking pretty. Alright, guys, this has been Tiger Tran. And I'll see you guys next time.